Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are in the house. What's up, boys?
The
We're
house.
live.
You're seeing it.
We're seeing it in the house.
Seeing it live in living color.
In
Can you
living
imagine?
color.
Can you imagine being anywhere else right now at this time in history?
Well, I can imagine being a lot of places right now other than this.
Boom, 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 boom. Dude, that's a pretty good funk tune, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a nice little downbeat on it. Yeah.
Have like new theme music.
This is a pretty good funk, dude. I'm all about this stuff, man.
I like that.
I can kind of picture us like walking down the street in slow motion, you know, kind of evening time. Got the city light kind of shining down. You got your fedora on. I got my cap on super low. I walk by an old lady and I kick her in the face. What's up, bro?
And you need one of these. I mean, this here rounds it out, right?
And then we got right there, bro. Dude.
There it is.
Feeling that shit, dude. I got chills just now.
I'm hatless
You know what I'm
tonight.
saying?
Look at me. I could go put on my Trump 2020 hat.
It's a good groove, Audrey. Kenneth LaFavor, Audrey, Meth, Finn, Mr. Jeremy. All right, bro. Chad Sanders. Yo, bro. All right. Hey,
Yo, everyone.
yeah, we have no idea where Professor's taking us tonight, folks, but we're just going to do the Professor thing and just ride the wave. And I'm going to pretend I know everything he's talking about.
Well, I got to tell you, is this not an amazing time to be alive?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
It
I mean-
is. It is.
If you think about it.
Hold on, Bauer.
And this is
Bauer.
why
Hold on, Bauer. You're going to get into good
Okay.
shit before we even start, bro. Let's do this. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Scotty, you ready, bro?
I'm ready. You want to go?
Scotty, you're looking kind of hot today, bro.
Am I? Do I need to turn down my light?
No, I mean like, oh my God, Scotty looks so hot. I just want to.
Do I make you horny?
Oh, me so honey, because
Are
I'm
you
from Hong Kong.
Randy?
You're
All right.
looking, Randy.
Well, he can't help it.
Who?
You. He was talking to you, I thought.
What do I look like, bro?
I asked you
No,
if you
no,
were
no,
feeling
it's not-
Randy, and he said he's looking Randy.
There's a Randy on his nose. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't remember how to say his name.
The
Neil
whole
or
world
Niall?
is on his nose.
Neil? Yeah, Neil, this is live, brother. Welcome to the program. Welcome
Neil.
back,
That's
bro.
Neil.
Yeah, welcome back, bro.
That's like an Irish spelling of
This
Neil.
is going to be a show that he's going to like because he don't like my butthole talk, but he's going to like this serious stuff.
Yes, Neil, this is live. This is about as live as we can get right now.
All right, Veronica.
Even though we're a minute ahead of you in time, so to speak.
All right, here we go, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the YouTube chat. Wow. Shut up, Bauer. Don't
What's
say
the
nothing.
hoodie?
Don't say nothing. All right, here we go.
watch it.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3. Well, hold on. Everybody kind of pinch your skin. Make sure that this is the reality that you see right now as you're either watching this program or listening to this program. But if you are watching this program, let me tell you something right now, boys and girls. Professor Bauer is back in the house. Professor Bauer, what's up, brother?
Where you been, Professor?
Dude.
It's been like weeks, nigh unto months.
Well, the last show was New Year's Eve, so what are we down to? We're about 3 months out, but I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but there's a lot going on.
I can't
Where?
find nothing. I can't see nothing on the news. I can't. Scotty, do you see anything?
No, I don't watch the news anymore.
You don't?
I'm so
are you
tired
guys
up to my eyeballs with the news. I'm not saying I'm abandoning it and I'm never going there again. I'm just saying for right now, I don't need it. I'm just like tired of it.
By the way, Scotty, it's not Neil, it's Niall, bro. Just saying. All right,
What
Scott,
makes you
dude,
think it's
I am
Niall?
so proud of you right now, bro.
Oh, there he goes.
What
He
just
said it
happened?
himself.
What the hell was that?
I
Niall.
don't know. I just
Oh, the
I
big
got one
flash.
of
I saw that out of the corner of my eye because I was looking at the chat room.
Well, you know what's kind of cool because the show started out with Bauer on top, and then you guys do switcheroo because we get tired. I'm not in shape like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So I only got not a long time, in situations like that. So
Yeah.
how the hell did I get on the bottom?
Bauer, I don't know. This was some voodoo shit, dude, for real. Some voodoo shit just happened in front of our faces. Do you feel that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I felt that
Yeah.
energy.
Well, see,
Part of
I
the
was always on the top with you, but hey, wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Here we are.
Yeah. I got to go over and look at the channel to see how it turns out.
So, Bauer, let everybody know what the hell you've been up to, brother. Yeah, you're right. The New Year's Eve was the last time you were on the program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, if you're new to the program, which I'm sure most of you that are here right now have watched all the episodes we've done with the professor, we started doing a program. God, it was over, I'll say about a year ago now.
That's right. It's not exactly a year.
Yep. Informatica. And it's a multiple part series. If you go to streamingtalkradio.com, click on one of the podcast links and look for anything for Informatica. It'll blow your mind. Informatication. Come on, bitches.
You got it. You remembered. And you even said it.
I
Right?
did say
the
it, bro.
informatification of the Informatica.
Dude, it flowed. Dude, it's weird. I got chills right now. The shit flowed. So
Oh yeah.
we also talked about some conspiracy stuff. We talked about the Antarctica. There's a lot of things. Here's the thing about Bauer that Scotty and I absolutely love is that you can bring him on. You can talk about vile, raw, offensive things, and he is going to jump right in and be part of the game.
Right.
We can get deep on history. We can get deep on science. We can get deep on spiritualism. Brothers right there keeping up with everybody. And this is what we love about you. So, dude, welcome back, bro.
Well, thank you very much, my brothers. It's been a long time, but it's been a very busy time, as we all know. I mean, there's more data flying in from. I mean, and that's the point I was making earlier. What a time to be alive! And this is the only time in history that we are aware of where there is the entire consciousness of the planet is focused on one thing. Now, there's little aspects of that one thing, i.e., this virus. But the entire consciousness of what we have as carbon-based meat sacks that are traversing and inhabiting the planet are all focused, right?
Carbon-based
and
meat sacks?
That focus is something that, as far as we know, has not happened terrestrially on the planet in our history.
It's happened locally, colloquially, in very small segments of what people might think. It's like the flood. The universal flood that took place in one area. So it was the known world.
And we know there's been multiple floods, multiple events where whatever the local consciousness was consumed and focused on it. Okay. Even going back to hunter-gatherers and little tribes and all those things, everybody as a collective focused. Now, well, the thing that I've just been engrossed in it, swimming through it, and I got to tell you, the data that's flowing now is just simply delicious.
Oh, bro, I just got turned on. That's
so
weird.
much.
Well, let's take a bite.
So Bauer, before you get into the wormhole, I don't have anything to write anything down on. And
easy for you to
I
say.
do.
Yeah, I know. So
take notes.
I just wanted to just ask this question because this was something you just referenced, and I want to make sure while it's still fresh, I ask the question because you talked about a global consciousness where the entire planet is focusing on one thing at the exact same time. Now, something we've talked about in the past show is the power of manifestation, the power of thought, the power of mind, the power of intent. Now, we wondered if we could empower an entire planet in such a way that we teach self-empowerment. I mean, people, we teach the strength of the mind. I know how I want to say it, but it's not coming out right. Our thoughts, if we all collectively thought of something all at the same time, whether it be positive or negative, I truly believe it does affect the atmospheric energy of this planet. So if we all think bad shit and we all focus on bad shit on this planet, we are producing an extremely low negative frequency that is saturating this planet, that is even affecting the people that have nothing to do with how the negative people, it's affecting everything, everybody. So do you think that the way we are thinking right now about all this virus stuff, that we're actually impacting and making things worse?
First part of your question, are we impacting collectively? Yes.
Okay.
Are we making things worse? That's always a part of it, any outcome that you focus on. Because if you remember, at a minimum, thoughts become things, right? So the way you think and what those thoughts are and where you focus that energy of thought is what has the greatest chance to manifest. Now, what I am talking about with this idea I'm calling the meta mind and the manifestation of it is exactly what we were just talking about of the focus. When you think about, the Borg and collective and the hive mind and the typical terms that are used for getting a groupthink idea and planting it as a seed and then watering it, flowering it, and getting it to the point where it is consumed a certain number of additional minds and consciousness. We see this in political ideologies. We see this in religious beliefs, theologies. There is a way in which persuasion is used in the way that the language is assembled into a narrative that then collectively becomes a thought worm, becomes something that inhabits your mind. So another way to put it is when what you think about, you bring about. Okay. And it doesn't matter what area you look at. You take the positive thinkers, the Tony Robbins, and the various books that have made people think differently so that they would achieve a different outcome. Now, that's a long way of saying that's the way the mind works. That's the way consciousness works in this collective model. One of the things that I've been noticing that I think is extremely fascinating and unbelievably positive and inspiring to me is that in this focus that we have right now collectively on a global basis from a consciousness perspective, there's this thing that is invisible. The invisibility of this thing apparently has got some really nasty shit attached to it that can cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. It has caused a lot of problems for a lot of people, but it has also brought people to focus on what this problem is, trying to fight this invisible enemy. Now, the invisible enemy is something that is out there, can be transmitted and appear randomly without notice and without causation. So it's got a little extra fear factor. Fear is the absence of calm. Fear is it's that whole thing of unknown. How do you deal with the sense of being afraid? And what does fear do to you? And how does it, as a thought, manifest in you physically, from the ethereal to the material, right? So when you think and you're scared, you have fight or flight, right? That's a manifestation physically of a thought. Now, what's interesting is all of these people around the world, from economists and builders and physicians, scientists, people who are involved in philosophy and theology, all have a focus on something that they can't do anything about unless they do it together. So what's happened, and this is the thing that I'm finding extremely fascinating, you got individual billionaires and people with a lot of resources and can produce a signal, i.e. a message and energy, put resources into something that have nothing to do with an economist or a corporation or a tribe or a collective. And all of these people are focusing, because they're focusing on this one thing, they're working together. You're bringing together some of the most incredibly intelligent, successful, productive, positive consciousnesses focused on one thing. And I think that, you're seeing all kinds of anecdotal data from the supply chain and the mass to the drugs to the way that people are taking care of business while they can't figure out what to do to take care of business and sustain it. So you've got this meta mind, some of the most intelligent, bright, creative, innovative people focusing on one thing, and they're finally doing what has been long gone for too long in people's minds and their ability to think, and that's interdisciplinary thought. When you take different disciplines and you cross-pollinate them, you have the best view of the field from all the different perspectives that are looking at the field of what's going on. So you get these people that you typically wouldn't talk to each other, extremely bright in this subject, this domain, this knowledge stack, this piece of the informatica. And you've got this one who has the same depth and knowledge and experience, but a completely different field. Economists and physicians have nothing in common except when they are focused on a goal that they collectively will impact. If they do it together, they'll get the best result.
Well, it seems to me, as I watch things, that you're going to see this. We're seeing this more outside the political realm because politics is going on as usual about all of this stuff. There might be some togetherness but nobody on the left wants to let the people on the right think that they're advocating what the people on the right are doing and vice versa. This is all, so the political game is still being played. The football is still being kicked around, and they're still trying to keep all those plates spinning. And people are, I think, getting tired of it.
Well, it's not only that they're getting tired of it, in my opinion. Here's one of the fascinating things that I see going on. Let's go back to this meta mind and the way that thinking processes work. Humans learn through analogy, through analogical relationships. When you see something and you learn about it, the next time you see something similar, then you have a reference point and you either add to, and that knowledge stack gets a little more data, or it gets more added to it in a different way, and you see it in different ways. And the way that you can validate, one of the things we did.
Dude, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm focusing right now because I'm with what he's saying.
Sorry, Professor.
Dude, I'm feeling
he does this to me all the time.
Bro.
I can be pontificating on something that is wildly cosmic, wildly significant. It could be the tremendous first step for the human race. And I happen to take a look over on the camera, and Rocky's over there on his phone. He's like,
dude, I start thinking of the weirdest stuff. I get in a deep place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm being hypnotized by the sexual voice of Mr. Professor Bauer, and then I start thinking of boobs.
Boobs.
Well, the last time Rocky went on a boob search, there was it was a great piece in the break. So keep looking, brother. We're gonna need something here in the middle.
I got something for you. You can wait till halftime, Bauer. I got something for you. Go ahead.
At least now we're not talking buttholes.
You said it, bro. Now we all proper and shit.
Now that we spilled a little sauce on the posterior orifice, let's see if we can circle around and get a REM shot. Because,
damn.
Because I know that was in the news today, and I don't know
and
what it was.
You thought
I
said butthole funny.
So
all right, do it.
All right. So let's go back here because there's the second part. I want to touch on Scotty's point. When you look at when you take first principles thinking, which means you break down whatever the hell it is you're trying to sort out down to its smallest components. Tesla used this, Musk used. All people who have been very successful in what they do use this first principles thinking concept. And Informatica is nothing more than the manifestation of first principles. Informatica is all the data that is involved in measuring whatever it is that you need to measure and understand because you need some metrics. So, I'm starting a new site, Matrix Metrics, and that's one of the things that I'm working on. We'll talk about a little bit later. But the idea is to measure. what's the old management axiom that everybody uses? If you can't measure it, you can't manage it, right? So measurement of whatever the hell it is the most important thing that you can do to whatever the hell it is you're doing. Because you have, and measurement is the same thing as having an analogical connection to something and have a reference point. So the way that you test it, the way you validate it, is you look at its record of accuracy.
All right.
How often was that measurement of those metrics defendable, repeatable, and sustainable? And then did it change? In the narrative from the conscious perspective, particularly as it relates again to the way that humans function and think, we have this mechanism, this tool called language. And language is made up of words that mean things, right? So when you construct, and this is one of the other things we talked about on the last show and one previous to that, was something that I have been calling the knowledge apocalypse. Apocalypse in the sense of the unveiling, not the destruction, although there can be destruction in unveiling. Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about.
Dude, I do. I didn't want to say nothing, though. Go ahead.
Wow, you had to jump on that. I like that. I do.
It's
but the point that
I get it too.
The point I'm making in this knowledge apocalypse is that the subtitle is The End of the Curated Narrative. And what I mean by that is that the narrative across all knowledge disciplines, all the knowledge stacks within the Informatica, has been completely manipulated, as we've talked about on just about every show.
It's always got the librarian telling you to shut up.
Yeah, and you've got all this narrative that's been carefully crafted and curated to create a conscious state and get as many into that collective as possible. I'm here to tell you, and this is, in my opinion, this is the event. It is the change has happened now.
You're talking about as in capital THE.
Yes,
the event.
Going forward, nothing will ever be the same. And the narrative, the curated narratives from across, pick a discipline, I don't care, theology, science, technology, history, health, everything, it doesn't matter. Everything is about to be unveiled and the truth revealed. It'll be in phases, it'll be in steps. There'll be some trips and misses, but there'll be some long runs, flat out hitting the highway with the pedal to the metal. And the knowledge that's going to come out as a result of this unveiling is going to be, remember on the New Year's Eve show, we were talking about what do we expect for 2020.
Did we?
And I was making the reference that it's kind of like the roaring 20s back in the 1920s, but I think this is going to be the soaring 20s. And in order for that to happen, we talked about 4 technologies. How are we doing on time? We're close.
We got about 4.5 minutes, brother, before we start the music.
So we talked about 4 things. And I said, imagine somebody walking up to you and saying, here's a device, fits in the palm of your hand.
All right.
And it gives you free energy.
All right, cool.
You don't have to have a pole. You don't have to have wires. You just carry one of these around and you got all the energy you need. And then the other hand, he opened up and said, here, with this little device, you can have all the water, clean water you can imagine that you'll ever need. And he went in his pocket and he pulled out another one and it said, and with this device, you'll be able to instantly communicate with anyone and anything around the world. Oh, and I got one more.
Just talking.
In this one, how would you like to be anywhere on the planet within an hour?
Dude, like I would do it in a heartbeat, bro. What can I do for it? How much you want for it?
Now, here's 4 devices,
all right,
4 pieces of technology that are going to transform the way that this planet functions and the way that we engage with it and within it and with each other going forward. In order for those 4 pieces to come out, just think about the transformative disruption, which is what we talked about in Informatica episode 1. The transformative disruption of these 4 pieces of technology, of innovation, of invention, are going to change everything.
All right, bro.
In order for everything to change, you've got to clean up the mess.
Okay. Rocky's over there.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get out the bucket. You got to get out the bottle. You got to get out the shovels and the bags, and you got to clean it up. And I think that's what's going on.
All right, brother.
Okay.
You know, there's been some episodes in the past.
Nothing.
What? Dude, I didn't say nothing to you. You just said nothing. That's guilty. Guilty. So, you know, there were shows when we first, remember, Scotty, when Bauer first came on? There were times, dude, that I just, you know, I had to rewatch our own show like 3 times, dude, just to kind of,
I know.
You know, it's there, man. But I'm feeling it, and I'm feeling this subject, and I think this subject right here, the human consciousness, global consciousness, everything, and the new change. Scotty, you do tarot, and a card that you pull a lot of is the death card.
Yeah.
And there has to be an end of an era for a beginning of a new. And I pray to God every single day that the experiences that we're all going through right now as a country, as a world, as a human species, that we can learn from this experience right here to realize that we took a lot of bullshit for granted. And we have the opportunity to make shit right if we're all willing to do it. Go ahead.
Who do you see? This is for you, Professor Bauer, and as well as Rocky.
Oh, thanks, bro, for including me.
Who do you see would benefit the most by resisting that?
Well, people that that would lose the control that they currently have.
Boom! Right there it is.
As a matter of fact,
definitely the Chinese.
I got way squirreled on my answer, Scotty. But going back to the political thing, and I was making the point of you can validate the metrics by the performance. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that I said recently, and I think I'm trying to actually engage with it, and I'm going to be doing it with the metrics.com site, is to make predictions. If you make predictions based on the available data, you've done the observation, you've learned, you've adapted, and now you're executing. The more data you have from an interdisciplinary and multidimensional perspective, the better view of the field around you that you have and the better sense that you can make of it. So once you do that and you incorporate that as a part of how you engage with it, then you can start looking ahead and going, I think, we do this all the time as a part of our nature. You make a judgment call on whatever is going on in front of you at any given moment, and you make a move. It's like, oh, wait a minute, the guy's going to crash into me. I'm going to go this way, okay? Or I don't want to talk to Rocky. He's calling me on the phone. Yeah, right. I don't want to talk to you.
Dude, look what I sent you. Look. Dude, open your phone.
You make a judgment call.
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Bauer. Yeah. We're going to, dude, hold on, Bauer, because we got a few seconds left. But while we're still hot, hold that thought. We're going to commercial. But grab your phone. Hurry up. Grab your phone. Grab your phone. I sent you a text. Hurry up, bro. We have 45 seconds. I need you to look at this text that I just sent you.
Come on.
This is just for you, Bauer. I just did a selfie in the bathroom. This here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, do they make chocolates out of these, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Hello, bro. Oh. Hello.
Edible.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you send him the picture you sent me this morning?
Yeah,
I told him it was you.
Yeah, I did, bro.
Dude, is that
if that's you, all I gotta say, Rocky, is how you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, Situation Room, Brother Bauer is in the house with, of course, Scotty Robertson, me, Rocky Stucci, the Situation Room, Mojo 50 Radio, broadcasting around the world. We'll be right back. Stand by.
I think if that was you, my wife wouldn't let me hang out with you so much.
Yeah, mine either, bro.
You what?
What?
Yours would?
Dude, I'm the boss. All right, let's get that shit straight right now.
I'm the boss. Yeah, I hear that. I've seen Mrs. Stucci slap you up a little bit.
I will go upstairs right now and slap her in the face if she keeps it up, bro. What?
Yeah, shh. We don't. We want it. We're only whispering because we want it to be a surprise.
Shh.
Hey, guys.
Shit.
Did you hear you? Oh, there he is.
What do you guys do? You know, this is... Oh. You gotta be kidding me. Really?
Oh,
Really?
There it is. That's the sound.
This is what we've come to on this shit right now?
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Hey, Lieutenant, I need a beer. Can you run and grab me one? Thanks, darling.
Oh, there's my red button. My red button was not working.
Yeah.
Now it's working. Kind of. There's a short in mine's like, this thing's like 30 years old.
Mine, I got to plug my little US.
Shut up, Paula. Hey, we got
it doesn't even work right anymore.
Dude, I think we got a couple birthdays. I wrote them down on one of these pieces of paper that I already had. Is it true that it is Brianna's and Matt's birthday in the chat room? Can somebody, come on, let's go. We got 30 seconds. Is it Brianna's and Matt's birthday? Come on, somebody let me know what's up.
I don't know.
What's up, Michelle? What's up, girl? What's up, Joe King? Bro! What's up, player? All right. I'm just waiting to see if somebody's going to answer.
Just going to say, I can't beam you up unless you send me your coordinates.
Unless you send me it. Oh, yes.
Send me your coordinates, folks. I'll beam you over.
All right, gentlemen.
I need warp 10.
Scotty?
Oh,
we have birthdays in the chat room.
Fantastic.
So you know what that means?
What does that mean, Rocky?
Right here, the Meatball Misfits, the Meatball Army, the Situation Room, Intrepid Radio, and Trep Heads, all you lovely people. We want to wish Brianna and Matt, two extremely loyal friends that we have here on the Situation Room, a very super badass, kick-ass, get punched in the face, drunk, happy freaking birthday. Yo, what's up, players? So here we go, Scotty. Power, you got to join us.
Okay.
Who are we doing first?
We're doing both, same time, on Scotty's cue.
Same time.
Yep, ready? Go, Scotty. We follow you.
Oh, on my cue?
3,
okay.
2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday, dear Matt and Brianna. Matt and Brianna.
Oh, damn.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah,
bitches. What's up, players?
More. You and you.
Happy birthday, guys. Really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We love the hell out of you. And if we were like the last people on the planet and you died, I would probably eat you to survive. I'm just saying. That's how much I love you. Because I want to do that to people I don't love.
And you know what? You know how much I love you, Rocky?
How much you love me, yo?
I'll pre-tattoo the areas that would probably be the best for you to eat first.
All I know is I'm bringing the oil and the flour.
Uh-oh.
Are you down here talking crap trying to say you're the man of the house?
What?
Hello, Mrs. Stucci.
Oh, really? Someone's messaging you, baby? I wonder who that could be.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
How
we
you
got
doing,
a
Mrs.
snitch in the
Stucci?
chat room.
It's like
Wasn't
we're about
me.
to get a smackdown.
Pretending I was Rainey talking to Scotty.
Oh.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh.
Are you in the room, Mrs. Stucci?
Yeah, dude. I got yelled at because
Bring her over.
she won't because she's sick. Yeah.
Like I care.
Dude, you know? Ooh, Paula.
No, I'm kidding.
Paul.
That was a joke. That was a man
She
joke.
just coughed. I went out at 6 feet.
Oh.
My sister just snitched on me.
Your sister did
Paula did in the chat room.
Way to go, Paula.
No.
So when Paula was a little girl, I stuck a bumblebee in a donut and I gave it to my sister and she ate the whole donut. Now what? Snitch? Uh-huh.
Yeah, does she even know about it? Is this the first reveal?
It is.
Oh, Paula.
I'm telling Ma, Paula. I'm telling Ma.
How was that donut? How was that donut? Oh, there it goes. Oh, mama, I'm afraid for my life from the long arm of the law. Hangman is coming down from the gallows and I don't have very long.
Oh, yeah.
Bitches.
That's all I thought when I saw that big long arm come out of there. Bitches, he says.
Holy God, this is so freaking dumb. See, this shit ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't funny. I'm the this.
You notice he said this shit ain't funny while he was pointing at his nose. It's not funny. That's some serious schnoz right there. It's nothing to laugh at.
Hey, now, are you sunburned today, Doc?
Yeah, we got sun the last 2 days. Yeah, I got out there. I was in the chicken coop going.
In the chicken.
What the hell were you doing in the chicken coop?
Laying like that.
Chickens, man. It's chicken time.
When's it not chicken time? I'm hungry right now for chicken.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
KTM, how you doing?
Speaking of, what was it?
How you
it was
doing?
one of those things in the political stuff they were talking about. They were giving Chick-fil-A some shit. And I don't remember what the topic was or why they were giving them shit.
Yeah, bro, what's up?
Somebody said something about Chick-fil-A sauce being a potential cure-all for a number of ailments and potentially including this virus.
Dude, did you know?
I've heard people put it on sunburns, and I'm like, I tell you what, when I was in Atlanta, I'd go out there and I'd get as much of that. I'd order the strips so I could get a bag of sauce.
Oh, damn, bro. What's up?
Nice.
No, honestly, dude, I just read in the Science Journal that sauce that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shut up, Scotty. I'm gonna fucking slap you, bro.
Wait, what was funny about that line?
Because I said Science Journal.
I just read in the Science Journal
that when you put that sauce, it cures hemorrhoids, bro.
Oh,
it does.
They got people putting that sauce in chocolate drops.
Yeah, shut up, Audrey. We're going live.
Oh, really?
Dude,
wow.
Audrey, always ruining our fun. We were having a good conversation talking about how to cure hemorrhoids.
Yeah, and
I thought we were back from break.
No, we're going right now. 5.
Oh, okay.
We got to go back.
3. Here we go.
Let's do it.
I needed to get some stuff off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now I can come back to be Mr. Academic Stucci with the Professor Bauer.
Oh, yes, Mr. Tucci. You're wearing your Argyle socks.
And Princess.
That's all I want to know.
Prince Roberts. Did I say an F-bomb? Did I swear?
When? Just now?
Dude, did I swear right now, bro?
If you did, it went right over my head.
Dude, I felt it. I'm good with it. I'm just going to roll with it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second segment. Oh, by the way, Cannoli, guess who I talked to today, bro?
Who'd you talk to today, bro?
American Pride Roasters Coffee.
Yes, we're going to get a little coffee going.
Yeah, we got some work to do. You and I have to come up with the blend. We got to come up with the blend.
Okay.
And so we're going to work with the company over the next 2 weeks. They need some information from us. We're going to get everything submitted, and I'm not going to give a timeline yet. All I know is that the process has begun.
Do we create our own labels?
It's our stuff, dude.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Scotty, you're going to nail that.
Boom.
Man, I can't wait to see what that comes out with.
So
it'll be like it'll probably be something like a cauldron in the background with these two dudes and gars and these big old cups.
Dudes.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, it's you two. I mean, you can substitute your wives, which I think would sell a hell of a lot more. But you're sitting there around a fire with these just beautiful smoking, steaming coffee stuff coming out, coming back around into your nose and your eyeballs.
Oh,
that reminds me of somebody sent a graphic over to me, and it was Medusa. It was Medusa, one of the classic statues of her, with the big boobs and the snake hair and stuff like that. And it's got Medusa saying, hey, my eyes are up here. You get that, don't you, Rocky?
I didn't feel none of that shit.
Your mythology readings?
No, I'm not a mythological
out of the Science
guy.
Journal.
No, I am. Dude, it felt so good when I said it, though. I felt like I actually meant it. That was the real shit.
Like today when I was reading the Wall Street Journal, Buffy and I were discussing what to do with our extra shares.
What was the woman's name on Green Acres? The wife?
Natalia.
Tasha?
It was
Tasha? Oh, you're talking about the actress?
Greta?
Yeah.
Gabor was the last name.
Yep. Susan.
Eva and Jaja.
Eddie?
Jaja Gabor.
Jaja
singer,
Gabor.
Right? She's like
darling. Well, would you get me something so that I can slip into something so that I can slip on you?
Oh. Oh, it kind of got me horny, bro.
I don't remember that one.
Like I would like
that was the Green Acres. So at least it was a version. Oh, that might have been on the different channel.
Dude, I did hear that Green Acres is the place to be. Come on, bitches.
Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Take Manhattan, give me the countryside.
Yeah, bitches.
Yeah. And then there's some people say a man is made out of mud.
Hey.
The poor man's made out of muscle and blood.
Come on.
Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and the back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can go. I owe my soul to the company store.
I want to take
That reminds me of Daniel Boone was a man, just a big man.
And he walked like it.
And he fought for America to make all Americans free.
Hey, speaking of America, you know that the Avengers and Iron Man and Captain America and Captain Marvel, they're all getting revved up for some new shows here in the next year or two.
Captain America. No. Iron Man died.
Are you kidding? This
dead.
is the Marvel
Tony
Universe.
Stark is dead.
Time travel, dimensional shifts. I mean, come on.
I suppose there's.
I mean, and it in a lot of ways, it relates to what we were talking about at the end of last segment, trying to answer Scotty's question regarding this political stuff. The stuff that is going on in the narrative right now, it's like watching two movies on one screen. You have one screen, and everybody's looking at the same thing, but there's one part of the audience that sees a completely different storyline, and there's another part of the audience is looking at it going, I see what you're seeing, but I'm not seeing it the way you're seeing it.
See, you know how I see it? I see it as they aren't seeing anything different at all. They aren't seeing anything different at all. It's a made up political game that they're playing. They don't see it differently. They know exactly what the hell is going on. They're just a bunch of shitbirds that are playing a big game. And I think people are catching on to that. And that might be, I think, one of the big changes where you say, it's going to be the soaring 20s. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see some of that being taken care of because people are noticing.
And I think think about the spectrum. As I said at the beginning, the data is delicious.
Oh,
there is a buffet.
Yeah.
Of
Give us
everything
a
you could imagine.
Whet our appetites.
Think about it. You have information and data across every possible realm of daily existence. One of the most important ones being hygiene. Thank God people have figured out that, that you can wash your hands, you can not breathe on people, you can keep some type of connectivity prophylactic in mind.
Dude, I'm a very big fan. I'm a huge fan of a very, very clean butthole. I'm a big fan of good hygiene when it comes to the private areas. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm getting a bidet.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen all the. This has been the best meme generator of all time, and will probably never be surpassed. And you've got the ones where the aliens are coming down. That's like got all these dead people. We don't know what killed them, but by God, are their asses clean?
Yeah.
Speaking of something, what do you believe? Scotty? What do you call it? The seeding theory?
Depending, like alien seeding thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you call it that.
Dude, do you think panspermia?
So do you think that we were just like we were seeded here on this planet? The dinosaurs thing didn't work, so we just shot a bunch of shit out of the sky. They said it was biblical, but it was aliens, and then they just put some humans here and says, "Give it a shot, bitches."
I think that sounds about as close to accurate as I can come.
Well, it's about as accurate as the Big Bang.
Yeah. Well, it's about as observable as the Big Bang
or evolution.
As everything is. Everything is based on observation and the speculation and the subjectivity of your observation. So let's go back to this political word.
All right, yeah.
Let's go back to this political thing for a second. And
all right, go ahead.
So in this disruptive or transformative disruption we talked about in the Informatica 1, what's happening is certainly a transformative disruption. When things need to be cleaned out and reset in order for new things to be brought in, depending on the size, the scale, the service, the agency, everything that has to do with whatever it is, it's either going to be real easy to turn off and turn something else on, or it's going to be a frickin' mess. And it's going to be a pile and a big mess. And it could go on for a long time and be a very heavy mess. But if you stay focused on it, you're able to go in and gnaw away at it, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't. The result of that is best practices on how to get things done. It requires interdisciplinary and multidimensional thought and approaches to making that transformation a positive and successful one. There is going to be collateral damage. There will be bumps. There will be messy stuff. But that's a part of the way the universe works. And so you have to adapt that into the way that you observe and you learn, make the changes you need to, and then you go execute.
All right, bro.
To your point, Scotty, about this ideology and the political realm and political thought.
Right.
Going back to the point of what I was making, how do you validate that the metrics within the matrix that you're dealing with is correct or not? It has provenance and it has a repeatability. It's definable and it repeats. So if it's something that stays stable, you've got a pretty good chance that that's good data, that the metrics around that are reliable, defendable, and repeatable, and hopefully sustainable. But when it doesn't have any of those characteristics, and any one of them starts to fall apart, then you start to have serious questions about, well, where did that set of metrics come from? Who put that curated narrative together, and why, and what is it doing? Well, what I'm seeing on the ideological side of what I call the neo-libs, because I was a part of the original liberal, I was in the liberal movement back in the 60s in LA. And what we thought about as being liberals ain't nothing what these guys are doing today. No resemblance whatsoever. And then you have this progressive thing, which we were also progressive back then because we wanted things to move forward in a happy, peaceful, loving way and to be a positive change for all of our brothers and sisters in humankind. Well, now that whole thing is completely morphed into a collective curated content container, which is another thing that we talked about on one of the last shows, was what's in your container and what is that content? And the content that's coming out of this neo-lib progressive ideology on the left is unsustainably ignorant of basic facts of the way that things work. It is goal-oriented. It's noble. Think about some of the policies and things that they parrot. Free this, free that, equality for all. I mean, okay, I'm down with any of that. That makes sense to me. It would be awesome if I could whip out my wand.
Oh, Jesus God, bro.
Wow.
And make it so.
We are a live show.
Okay. Now, if I could whip out my wand, and I think anybody who would listen to those things and many others would go, okay, if I could make that happen, I will make it so. However, you have a whole bunch of material mechanisms and processes that must be in play and in harmony so that those things can become the noble goals can be realized. So if you don't have an ability to observe, learn, adapt, and execute by creating processes to make these things a reality that can then be repeatable and sustainable, you ain't going to get shit going just yelling for that goal, being an activist for that goal, being a proponent and an energetic noisy nincompoop getting in everybody's faces saying that this is the goal that you should be a part of, that you should support. How could you not? You must be immoral or have some ethical problems, or you don't understand fairness or equality. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. All those things are subjective. They are individual value systems that are different for everyone. So you can't impose something and call it a narrative. And this is where the curated persuasion aspect of the way these narratives have been going happen. They create and they say, these are the important things: values, ethics, morals, the way that you treat your fellow man. Yeah, okay, those are kind of basic human instincts. And if you don't go messing with anybody else and you try to help yourself and your family and your friends, those things just kind of fall in line. They just kind of happen the way that they should be. But when they become weaponized, when they become a badge on the shield and on the swords, and they're whacking people and going after with an aggressive, emotionally fear-based tendency and energy, that's where it falls apart. So that was a long way around, Scotty, of me saying that part of this transformative disruption, and in this, particularly in the political narrative and the social narrative, that's all getting exposed as BS, besides being very annoying.
Yes.
And it's eating itself. It is transforming itself out of the picture, because not only is it failing on its own merits and its own representatives, but the people who weren't involved or had that intensity about those things are dealing with another problem that's much more important, which is our health and trying to beat back this invisible enemy. I think as a society, particularly in America, you could say that what we've done is we've gone into a strategic retreat. We have analyzed the situation. We are now building weapons, and we're about to come out and storm the beach. From a medical, from a societal perspective. And that is the kind of mentality that, again, is one of the things that's been inspiring me to feel really awesome about this change, with this collective meta mind of super intelligent, focused, resourceful, innovative people coming together, focused on this one problem. And you've got all this other shit that we've all been complaining about and wanted to get rid of for a long time. And it's getting taken care of as well. I think that one of the cool things is the technologies and the opportunities that this sequestration is going to provide going forward is going to be mind-boggling. Material sciences, technologies, I mean, we can get into all different aspects of the positives and the negatives, the 5G thing, the CRISPR thing, all kinds of different aspects of this transformation. The bigger picture, the larger field of view, is that there's some really seriously awesome, amazing things that are about to unfold, because this has caused everybody to stop, think. You can't go out. You might as well go in and start checking out that which you have believed, that which you've been told, that which you've adopted, and take another look. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I do,
dude. I got a question for you, Bauer, really quick, from a very scientific. It's just, okay. Have you ever had a vasectomy?
Who are you talking to? Me?
I'm talking to you, Bauer. I'm talking to you.
No. I was born in 57, all original parts, and most of them are still functioning in fine order.
So you never had a vasectomy?
No, sir.
Okay, then I can't ask my next question. So proceed, Mr. Roberts.
I was just going to say, hey, what KTM said.
What did KTM say?
Strippers.
Hello. Do you want me to do it now, or? Oh, Scotty, tell everybody what we're going to do.
Oh, I didn't know if we wanted that to be a surprise, but I'll tell it.
We're telling people. We're building this shit up, bro.
I had an amazing brainstorm around 5 this morning, and I had to text Rocci at 5 this morning.
I was already going at it. I was ready for you.
And I said, you know what we need to do?
Listen to this, folks.
I said, because we do paranormal videos, we do other stuff, we do adventure and action and adventure.
Yeah,
and
action.
And we thought that we would want to add to our retinue a bit by doing a couple of other videos. And the idea I had was, oh, Rocky, I said, do you know any strippers? And his immediate answer was, do I? And I said, we need to get some strippers on film teaching Rocky and me how to pole dance. Now, I'm not talking like a 5-week course or anything like that. I'm talking like a 5-minute crash course.
Crash course, bring it in our
face. Course.
And then what are we going to do, Rob? Are we going to go like in front of an audience? Dude, I'll do that.
I don't know if we're going to do it in front of an audience.
Dude, no.
But I was also thinking not just the pole dancing, but those, where you got like the big veils hanging down and you wrap your arms all around in them. You do that stuff.
Dude, I'm so in. Do we dress like drag?
I don't know how we should dress.
I'll wear a kilt.
Maybe leotards and poofy white shirts or something.
I'll wear a kilt.
I think
I could wear my kilt.
I think you just ought to go as a meatball and a cannoli. Okay. Keep it simple. That way, when you're getting the lessons and they're showing you how to move your hips and how to slide your meat.
Yep.
What? Whoa! Slide my what?
Scott, I mean, think about it. The cannoli, the meat penis? Just sliding out of that cannoli, the meatball, there's sauce dripping off of it. What? I mean, come on.
Wow. Well, Rocky's response to me this morning, he says, do I ever know strippers? He says, I'll send out some messages right now. So,
dude, we can do this tomorrow if we wanted to, but we got to prepare for it. We got to prepare for it. Scotty has to stretch. Maybe do some push-ups.
I got to stretch. Yeah, I got to.
Maybe do a couple sit-ups, and then we're going, bitches. And I'm doing this shit, dude. I'm going to do an upside-down flip, and I'm going to land
doing my six-pack before
and I'm going to land doing the splits.
Yeah.
What?
Doing the splits.
Dude, I'm so down. Dude, when he
pop my artificial hip out of joint.
He messaged me at 5 a.m, and I mean, that was better than drinking a pot of coffee. I got so psyched up. I got a pad of paper. And I started drawing shit like ideas, man.
Yeah, he was on top of this. So,
dude, I am stoked. So yeah, we're gonna try to pole dance. We're after 5 minutes of training, and we're gonna do the splits.
That is how the meatball and the cannoli attack Informatica. We take a bite out of the matrix of confusion.
Yeah, and Dykes in the Holy Humanity, bro.
Yeah. You can take the boy out of the city, but you can never plug a dam in Denmark with your thumb.
Well, just remember, guys, when you get ready to do your little video there, just remember that 2020 did not arrive with any lube.
What?
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Think about it.
That's weird because I did this weird pucker when you said that, bro. I can't even explain what just happened. It was like some nerves just did shit on their own without me even consciously thinking about what it was doing when he said that. That's real science.
Did you have a? I saw that you had a little POS there, Rocky. A little posterior orifice spasm.
That's what I was going to use. That's so weird that you just said it because I was just thinking I was going to say that.
It's just going to say that way.
It was a POS. Posterior orifice.
Orifice.
Sphere.
Spasm.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Darth, how's it hanging?
So where were we?
Where were we? Now, you answered my question.
That was a question from the first segment.
And I got to tell you, unstereotypically, he did not take the short route. I didn't expect that you would take the short route.
When he finished the answer, I'm like, holy shit, that was from the first segment. And we're like, damn, bro.
Yeah, because when he got to the part a couple of minutes ago where he said, and Scotty, that's about how I'm going to answer that question. I'm like,
dude, that was like
a question?
5:30.
There was a question in there.
Oh yeah, 40 minutes ago.
I just been like that. Yeah, bro. All right.
Yeah, you've dinged me more than once on that, Scotty. But I have to tell I learned from the best.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, he was talking to you, bro. Definitely talking to the big freaking cannoli.
Definitely.
All right, so we have let's just say about 6 minutes left here. So if we're going to dig deep on something, we ain't got a lot of time to do it, bro.
I think we could get the question out in 6 minutes.
I think let's do kind of a roundup here, because I think the positive thing is that it's a positive thing.
Oh,
there is
right,
this is
and that's
not
good,
dude. That was deep.
This is not the apocalypse, the end of the world. This is a necessary change that we are all extremely honored and blessed to be involved in. I mean, this has never happened in history. We are listening, we are living and listening, and have the most historic time on the planet to date.
Let's cut to the quick.
Oh,
give us one thing out of this whole database that is the most positive thing that you think that we will see come of this.
I would have to say the knowledge side of it, the knowledge apocalypse, the unveiling, the amount of information that is going to be reset. There's some really good thinkers out there, people that are putting a lot of mind into this manifestation of this meta mind, and they're thinking about it in very unusual and abstract ways to get a different view and a different look at it. And some people are calling it the Great Correction. Some people are referring to it as the Great Reset. I think all of those are applicable in various ways, in the way that we live on this little blue marble in our carbon-based meat suits. This is a transformative disruption of epic proportions, beyond anything that has happened that we know of. That you could look at Atlantis and all these various civilizations. You can even, if you want to get real conspiratorial and start tying in the outliers, you've got our space cousins and brothers, sisters. Are they involved in this in any way, shape, or form? You've got the deep state, the white hats, the black hats. You've got the no hats. What do they call them? All hat, no cattle. You've got a myriad of different players and different energies, some that have been around for a long time, some that have been around for a short time. And they all have different agendas. And what we're watching, I think, it seems to me, based on the current data, is that there is this good evil thing that's always been throughout mythos and legend.
Yep.
There is a good and there's a positive and a negative, the yin and the yang. There are cycles within cycles. And you can look at data sources from astrology and astronomy, like with our brother Harmon. You can look at tarot readings and the energies of the cosmos. You can look at the scientific data. You can look at the psychological data. And that's what I was talking about as being interdisciplinary and multidimensional in the meta mind. The meta
I was
mind
curious. You mentioned our brother Harmon, Jeffrey Harmon.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
do you recall if he saw in the numbers and any of the other various readings he's done on air, did any of this kind of thing come up for him?
Having consumed a copious amount of time with Jeff and his readings, as well as others, psychics and mediums and so forth, there was a general sense that with the current alignments in the Jupiter and the Aries and the Aquarius transitions, that there was big energy. There was something that was going to happen. No specifics. Nobody's nailed it as far as I can tell. But there was indications from an energetic and a cosmic level that there was something that was going to there was going to be a confluence. There was going to be a bunch of energies, and it's just getting started. It's going to go throughout the whole year. So when you look at all of the available data, the energies, frequencies across all these different data sources, interpretations, etc., my sense is that there is a black, white, good, evil, positive, negative forces and energies at play The negative ones have been in charge or had the lead Jeep going down the football field and making little, runs and getting, some yards here and there and an occasional bomb. But it seems like the defense on the good guys, on the white guys, on the whatever, however you want to define that goodness, whatever the definition and color thereof, they seem to have actually done a more strategic defensive play, and they're about to take over. They're about to win the game. Let me use that as an analogy. It seems like because there's way too much positive and incredible stuff that's there to be unrolled. And the only reason it's not is because the ones that have been in play.
Or we got 20 seconds, brother.
A whole bunch of stuff, and they've now lost it. They lost credibility, and we're taking over.
But we love the hell out of you, brother. We got 15 seconds. We will get you back
love you,
on.
Professor.
Let's get you back on this week, or let's do a weekend stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. Mojo 50 Radio, streamingtalkradio.com. Rule number 1, don't take shit from nobody.
Live long and prosper. Somebody in the chat room just referred to us as the Great Conjunction.